Well, Chris Evans and I think we're funny, so that's all that matters. Look at my hair, guys. I look like a fox or something. Like, what is this? What's going on here? So I put my hair in those things a lot because my hair does this weird thing. And then if I put it in the things, it looks cute. But I think I've even lost my bobby pins, which is crazy. Let me see if I have any. No. But I have stamps. I have stamps in literally every purse because why the fuck wouldn't I have fucking stamps, right? I have a fucking book of stamps in every single purse of mine. It feels so stupid right now. That's why I'm saying it like that. Like I'm like, could about a pack of smokes with that. Great job, Elissa. All right, so I'm out of smokes again, and I'm out of wine. If you want to send a package to my house for Christmas of something that's actually useful, Adrian Grenier, I need smokes and I need wine. I will accept honey ale, aka mead. I ran out of coffee creamers, so I need more coffee creamer as well. I mean, I am the run of the mill city bitch. Okay. We have standards. We like coffee creamer. Okay. We like wine and smokes. Okay. I can't believe nobody smokes anymore. I can't believe we don't smoke anymore. I love cigarettes. Why are they saying no, you don't, Chris Evans? The only reason I quit smoking was because I had that crazy panic attack in 2017. And I thought it was caused by cigarettes. And I was like, never again. That was the worst thing that I ever did. And like, I was terrified to drink because I went out drinking and smoking with a friend of mine, as we usually do, like on Friday or Saturday night. Had, I don't know, maybe we had 2 bottles of wine, nothing big, not a big deal. We both smoked. Came home the next morning. I slept at her house because I was wasted. Came home the next morning. Had the craziest panic attack of my goddamn life. And I was like, I'm never doing that again. And I basically gave up drinking and smoking like cold turkey because the panic attack was so terrible. I just completely gave it up. Now that I know that none of this shit is real, and you're not allowed to give me panic attacks like that because I am the one molecule. I am the princess. One molecule is scientific. Calling me the princess is like cuter. It's like more of an indication that this is a video game, I want to say. Um, Holy Spirit or God, that's for the religious people. But yeah, now I'm just like, I really need a fucking pack of smokes. I smoked all my cigarettes, I think, in 3 days. In 3 days. I want to say that's smoking quite a lot for me. When I was a smoker, I don't think I smoked that much. I'm definitely like sort of chain smoking a bit because there's a lot of like nervousness, and I was going to talk about this morning and stuff. But it is causing me to like chain smoke. and it is causing me to foam at the mouth. The craziest shit, I'm hearing the craziest fucking shit as I'm talking. Like, I just heard Grimes say it's causing me to foam at the mouth. Like, okay, Grimes, go off. Tell us all about it. What's happening? But, like, because Grimes is like on my feed. I mean, not that I have to like hear only people on my feed. Clearly, I don't. Clearly, I hear people that are against me as well sometimes. But that was like what I wanted to talk about today is like the 4D. Oh, I forgot my two things in my coffee. Yeah, so saying stuff like Alyssa, you live alone, like really does my head in. Did you guys just want to hear me say does my head in? We've gotten so far in this video game that you all know, at least subconsciously, that I am God. And I think that would mean that would change the game. And I'm not saying that would mean that would keep me out of my void, but I do think it definitely changed my game in a big way. And maybe that's what gave me my map and gave me all those extra fail-safe base traps this year. But it does my head in so much because it cancels out my game. When you say I'm the only thing, it cancels out my game. And it does my head in. And it's like, am I going to the void or not? Am I going to my void or not? And it's against protocol to say that I'm the only thing. It's against protocol. It's mean. It's rude. It's not kind. It's against protocol to say that my friends and family are fake and dead. It's against protocol, okay? Because it's my game and I deserve to play with people. So if you say I'm the only thing, I'm alone in the house. If I'm the only thing in the house, right? You're saying that I don't need to play with my bodies. So so it is kind of the ghetto. Oh, and you know what? I did see the bright pink enter my living room yesterday, so I should have known that this was coming. The bright pink magenta, which should be owned by Alex, but it's not. Um, and it's always against me. It's always like get over the body, get over the body. That's always what they say. Get over the body, get over the body. Like basically just like hit on anyone that like you're around and like get over the body and whatever and so like that's how like I end up dating clones and like living with strangers and like moving to Kenosha and not that the Kenosha people were that bad or whatever as friends. But it's like they're like hit on your friends, get over the body and hit on your friends and like all of this stuff. And it's like, why do I have to get over the body and hit on my friends telepathically, right? Like we joke, we're like, fine, we'll do it. Like me and my best friend last year, we did it, and we're joking around doing it, like we think it's funny, like okay, whatever, like we know it's a joke, and and But like, okay, then why can't I just have Jen then? God forbid I could actually have my real Jen in my life, right? God forbid I could actually have my real Hayden, right? And so like that's basically they're attacking me again. The magenta people are attacking me and it's making me like super depressed and I'm like I hate 4D. Get me the fuck out of here. They just say things like a lot like in that bandwidth, in that in that, in that bandwidth, and it just it literally like makes me very flirtatious. Like I literally like I have like zero mind. It's like a mind wiper when they do that, and it's doing it to them too. Okay, like it's not like an attack. Like, oh, we won against Elissa. Like no, like it's clearing me, and it's gonna clear you even worse because that's how it always works. Because you don't have the bandwidth to like hold that shit in your head. So it's like you're going to be like convoluted universe next year and then the year after and the year after that. It's going to be like gross for you. And like, I wish you well with that journey. You know what I mean? But it's like I can't fucking stand their words. And I saw her come from here, the bright pink magenta crew, and I think I saw her jump over the TV yesterday. Or was that orange? And that might have been orange. But I saw her maybe come from here and maybe come from here, the bright pink. I do have a little bit of ramen left, but I don't have any cigarettes, and that's what's really bumming me out. And like, I'm always like, why did I chain smoke? Like, why couldn't I just have 2 cigarettes a day? And then it would have lasted a lot longer. It's funny. Oh, yeah. And then I went to the bank. Do you guys know LOL? I used to work for LOL. I went to the bank and I have all of my euros and my pounds. This is probably what got me into the castle because I was like touching these and I was like separating them with the queen who was in my suit with me, helping me separate it, and she was like, real, fake. Like all the pounds she was saying were real and all the euros she was saying were fake. It was pretty funny to me. Real, fake, real, fake. And anyway, it's about 25 euro or 25 euro. I didn't count them separate. I didn't count them separately. I separated them, but um, it's about 25 euro and pounds. I don't know. What's the conversion right now? Let's see. $1.25, so it might be about $30. Oh my God. Wow. And the euro is like almost equal right now. That's crazy. See, I even freaking lost money on this. That's fucking crazy. I think like the pounds were like 150 before and the euros were 125 and now it's like 1 and so like I even fucking lost money on this. Like my dad has to fix that so that like all bets are like I win on all bets instead of losing. Like I fucking lost like money on this. Um 100 US, the dollar is like gaining strength, which is not a good thing. It's never a good thing when the dollar gains strength. If you're an idiot, then you might think that. But so, okay. So, Anyway, I went to get these converted at like a local bank, and they were like, "We don't do coins. We don't do coins." Like the closest place that does coins is Princeton, New Jersey. And I don't think my dad left me the car keys, so I'd have to text him and ask him if I could use the car keys, or I could just wait till he gets home and get these converted. So I'm probably gonna have to do that. Oh, Michael just turned fluorescent orange. Not like a peach orange, he just turned fluorescent orange. I'll show you the color that I just saw Mike turn into. It's also one of my favorite colors. It's like this color. Yeah. I think it's like 805C. I think it's like 805C. Um, if you're in the office right now and you want to see it, see this one. That's 805C. It's fluorescent orange. It's like the best color ever. It looks like 805C from here. Yeah. Um, so anyway, those get over the body people, they make me want to like, you know what I mean? They make me want to foam at the mouth for realsies. Like I get it, Grimes. They make me want to drive my car straight off the cliff. Those get over the body people. Like I can't fucking stand them. Like get out of my life forever. The best page. Oh shit. Why did that become a fucking How did that go from fluorescent orange to Holly House, ski, hike, bike, fish, and relax? The Howley House in Massachusetts. How did that even happen? Let's try to court her and see what happens. Maybe she'll be into it. You know what I mean? Like you never know. Like let's keep an open mind. Um, let's keep an open mind. Oh my god, it won't leave the stupid page to go back to fluorescent orange. I fucking hate you. Like, okay, this is the page I wanted to show you. This is one of my favorite pages in the Pantone book. The Pantone book is this book that we use to pick colors for designing everything from kids kids apparel to kids toys to see this is a color from the Pantone book. And this is like one of my favorite pages. It's the fluoro page. To cutlery, to bedding, to, you know, paints, paintings, mass produced paintings, to whatever, you know. It's all being used in the Pantone book. I look amazing, guys. Are y'all pulling your energy back for me? Because I think that's funny. Oh, I was looking at girls from Ukraine last night and like being interviewed from the war, and I was like, I can't believe I used to think that Ukrainians were like so gorgeous. Like, and then Jen started laughing, and Jen was like, I think she's gonna pull back all of her energy from us to see that she's like the cutest thing on the planet. Um, and that's sort of like one of the maybe things that I'm kind of like not looking forward to because I love my wife. And like Ukrainian girls, like, okay, cool. Like, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I was a traveler and I like to travel. And like, I just, doesn't everybody think Ukrainian girls were like the prettiest girls on earth and stuff like that? So that's as far as I go with Ukrainian girls. You know what I mean? But like, my wife, like, that's my wife. I don't really, um, if that makes any sense to humanity whatsoever. But yeah, that, I mean, I think this year has been convoluted universe, and that I think if you're having a hard time with 4D, I think convoluted universe, her books, Dolores Cannon, I think her books can help you to appreciate 4D, because I think 4D was sort of her realm, because she only talked about the three waves. She never talked about me, the fourth wave. And so I think that right there means that she's like a 4D'er. And I mean, I think she's like all about me now and stuff like that. But um, I think that like I wish I had. I used to have one of her books. I don't think it's like in this house or anything. But I wish I still had that book right now because I would read it, because the stories from her books, which she never fucking talks about, she would hypnotize people and they would go into like their different past lives or whatever, or parallel lives. And I think they were all 4D universe lives, which is basically sort of starting to happen now. And I just remember it was like all these really fucking cool ass stories. It's like basically like your dreams, right? But like your dream is a life, right? Like that. So, like all these cool, weird things happen to you in a dream, like that, Becky, but it's a life, right? And so, like, I just remember this one with these crystal pyramids in the woods. They found these crystal pyramids in the woods, and there was like an upside down crystal pyramid underneath of it, built into the ground. And then the aliens would come and like convene with these people and stuff like that. But like all of the stories were like cool like that. They were so super cool. And like every fucking time a stupid starseed influencer on social media talks about her, they never fucking talk about the cool ass stories. All they talk about is the three fucking waves. Dolores Cannon talks about the three waves. Dolores Cannon talks about the three waves. Like, shut up. Anyway, so if you guys want to send like supplies that I actually like smokes and wine or mead, I'd greatly appreciate that. I think it's be funny because Travis Fimmel like sort of like one of like the hottest dudes in the entire planet, and like he's got this chillest personality ever. And like, how dare I say like he's the worst president that I have in my cabinet. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Are you guys into like the strong silent type like I am or like not? Because you know what I mean? He's like got this like quiet classicness to him, but he's like looks at you like this. So like you know not to fuck with him at the same time, right? Like um that's a like a unique perspective, right? On Travis Fimmel that no one's ever thought of before. So don't claim it. Don't fucking put a TikTok about Travis Fimmel tomorrow, you stupid bitch. Okay? Okay, so I had a dream with Mr. Adrian Grenier, not Adrian Brody. Okay, Adrian Grody, more like it, more like Adrian Grody. Okay. Yeah, I just like woke up with like this real sense of like this real sense of like how awful 4D is because I wanted to talk about the 4D, 5D, 3D overlap. Hold on. Okay. Needs more sugar. I swear to God, computer, if you don't save this fucking recording, I'm going to be so mad at you. You don't fucking ever tell me when I'm running out of space anymore, computer. Okay? Computer, I know you're listening. Okay, so okay, so Convoluted Universe. Let's see. You could probably read it on the internet. Okay, that's all of the books that she has. It's a series. Wouldn't that be a nice fucking movie series to watch right now while we're all suffering in 4D? Way to go, Hollywood. You blew it. That's one thing I would have allowed right now. You could have made millions making fucking convoluted universe, just writing the stories into movies. It wouldn't even have been that hard. You blew it. Would have fucking binge watched those in a second right now. While we're all suffering in this 4D hell. Oh, let me watch something a little bit of uplifting that Elissa talks about. Way to go, Hollywood. Way to go. Again, like this freaking broadcast didn't go backwards. Way to go. No, I'm just going to steal Elissa and Hayden's family. Steal Elissa and Hayden's family stories. And make money out of that. Okay, so I had a dream last night with Adrian Grenier. I was having a Teams meeting with him, and I was sort of going like this, and I was popping my friends out of me. And with like the help of Adrian, like he basically provided some gifts for me. He provided some energy, and that was enough for me to bifurcate with my friends. However, it was still on a Teams meeting, and that's what's making me a little scared, a little nervous. I mean, I guess if we're allowed to have a Teams meeting like on the computer, that would be a step up from this. You know, that would be a step up from me posting to the public. So perhaps I can look at that as a good thing, but it was a little troubling because like we're not like they weren't coming over my house. But I have had dreams. I had dreams that all the Dracos came over basically with Jason all at the same time. Oh, it's so good. It's so good when you froth it. You can't see it. But the little frother that I got from IKEA, which was like just like $1.99, and then like you froth all of the ingredients, and it's like so good. It's like so much better than just like a regular coffee. I fucking love it. I love the little frother. It gives me life. So after this coffee and after like I post this stuff, like I'm always like, I don't know what to do with my life anymore. Like I don't even know what to do now, right? And it's like, do I like walk in the cold to like find a cigarette? Which I might do. That's about it. Yesterday I watched but like I'm just saying like in general, like how I feel after I post these, I'm like, I have no idea what to do with the rest of my day. Anyone? And that's basically how I feel until I figure out what to do with my day. I'm like, you know, my life sucks, basically, is what I'm saying. So that was me and Grimes talking as one, believe it or not. Okay. Because everyone, you still think like celebrities have great lives and stuff. Didn't I say it all like comes out from the one molecule? I'm pretty sure I said that. Oh, the Kingdom of Love, Kingdom of Elissa, sorry, which is the Kingdom of Love, went up to Pleiades yesterday, and then the Dragos Crystal Castle's kingdom went to Nibiru at the same time. So it was like this. And I think it has to do with the harvest. I think the Get Over the Body people are in Crystal Castles right now, and so I think they got like a skadoosh to Nibiru, and then the Kingdom of Elissa, which I think would be here, Antarctica. So it's everyone's that's getting like keeps getting recycled to Antarctica. It's probably also the Get Over the Body people in like just a different dimension. And they got sent to Pleiades for the harvest. And I kind of want to say this already happened. And that's sort of why it's getting like confusing this year. And it's just getting like, it's getting so confusing this year, which is why I think it's called the convoluted universe. Because it's like, it's already happened from 2017. It probably happened from 2007. It probably happened from 1997. And it probably happened in 1987. It definitely happened in 1987. Right? So that's why it's like confusing, because it's like, oh my God, this already happened, but like I'm getting new like details about it, and I can't even recall what that detail was right now. Like, what was I talking about? See what I mean? It's like so like it's just so mind wiping and weird right now. Something about the Get Over the Body people. Oh, them being sent to the Pleiades for the harvest and Nibiru. And because it's like they keep saying get over the body, get over the body. Like I can't have my fucking bodies. Like Jen was saying this morning, God forbid she talked to like real human beings, right? Get Over the Body crew. Like God forbid she actually talked to actual people. God forbid she have actual friends in bodies, right? That's how ridiculous my fucking game is, and how it's making me like so fucking angry. It's making me so goddamn angry. And Jen was like saying the same thing. And so they're being like harvested. I guess Nibiru harvests as well as the Pleiades. So that would be Draco's. I mean, I called Jason Dragos, and it's very close to Dracos. Dragos. So, why is he blushing? So, anyway, it's real. He's like, is it real, Alyssa? Yes, it's real. Okay. What is it? Game of Thrones is pretty real, and I married Jason Momoa. What do you know? I fucking married Jason Momoa, and my name is Daenerys Targaryen in that fucking thing. And I actually married Jason, and he married a clone in Hollywood of me in that movie, and then they became friends, and she's like, I'm trying to not be jealous of myself, and it's like, can you guys just like stop? It's like so annoying. So yeah, he's a little so yeah, they're coming up with this plan. Jason Momoa and I guess like Hot Husband Crew or whatever, like they're coming up with this plan, like it'll work, and they're like all super nervous about it. I mean, I'm not nervous at all, guys. Like I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I mean, I'm having the best time ever, like hunting for cigarettes in my freaking town. I mean, what a great life I have. Like, totally not nervous. What? See what I mean? It's like weird. Like there's like here comes freaking the weird telepathy. Like totally not going to jail next year for admitting that Game of Thrones is real. And it was like some random woman saying that. Like that's what I mean. They're so weird and they're so stupid and they're so mean and they're just so like condescending and like um they're just so jealous, right? Like I can't admit that like TV and movies are real. Pretty sure I've admitted that like all year. Um okay, so it was some weird woman. Like this has happened. How many times this has happened since 1987? It is now 2024. How long are you going to be in the river denial in Egypt? How long? Seriously, how long are you going to be in the river? Denial is a river in Egypt. Dnipro people. I don't need any money. I don't need any money. Like, okay, this is what I mean. Like, we are in 4D hell right now. We are literally in 4D hell. And it's yeah, like, it's like, what does this bleed through? It's really weird and it's really gross. And I don't need any money. I don't need any money. Like, what? Okay. So yeah, so I was having a conference call with Adrian Grenier and all of my friends last night. I was pushing them out for the Teams meeting, and then they would pop out, and then it was like all in the Teams meeting, right? And he was saying something to me. Adrian was like, something like this will work, and like whatever he was saying, and in his like very confident, boisterous tone, which he doesn't really act like that on TV, but he acts like that with his friends, okay? Because we're special and you're not, okay? So, and then I was also living in the castle, and I want to say I was living in the castle with like a t-shirt on and like underwear, and I was like walking around in like a t-shirt and underwear in the castle, like with another family, which is like sort of weird and like inappropriate, but that's what I was doing last night, and they recognized that it was the real princess, and it was the people that lived in the castle, right? And the fake princess was one of my old coworkers, and she was completely embarrassed. She was like, just rickrolled, I want to say, is like a really good word to describe her emotional well-being right now. She was just completely, like, I want to say a stronger word than like humiliated, maybe. Like, she just was completely obliterated with humiliation feelings and feelings of embarrassment and overwhelmment. And because I was in the castle and I was like trying on like all of her jewelry and stuff. And she was just like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. Because like she knew that I was the real one. And like there was nothing she could do because I was literally in the castle and I was taking over the castle from the inside, and like the whole family was like completely embarrassed and humiliated that like they did this to like the real princess, I want to say. And those were the I'm going to say intradimensional excursions last night. And then I woke up, and I was like up for a while. Again, that seems to happen to me, like where I'm just like up in the middle of the night for a while, just like laying in bed, and like all these other things are happening, but I don't remember last night. Like the night before, I went to the 50s when I did that, but I don't remember what happened, if anything happened. And then I was with, maybe it was like the weird get over the body people, and that's why I don't want to remember what the fuck I was thinking or whatever. And then I went back to sleep, and I was with Gabe, who I talked about, and we were in sort of this weird it was like the coloring was really pretty of this world. It was like the coloring I liked. It was like, I want to say it was close to like the Korean girl decor, Korean young woman decor that I prefer. And it's like light pinks and pastels and like light tans. And that was sort of like the decor of the dream. So like the decor and the coloring of the dream was nice. And like we were getting like a little Dachshund puppy for Christmas. And the Dachshund puppy was like pink, like light pink. Like the puppies were like actually pink, like pinkish reddish. And I was like, oh my God, this is so cute. And like they were like loving us and like appreciating us and trying to give us the perfect life. But the house, the entire universe that we were in, or entire parallel earth that we were in, was literally halfway underwater. So I want to say that that was Atlantis, and that was a life in Atlantis. And I want to say if we were honoring Elissa and Gabe in that life in Atlantis, and it was actually Elissa and Gabe, then the water would have receded. So again, I think I went to Fake Princess and Gabe, who is an interdimensional also. He went into the fake prince, who supposedly have a happy marriage. And, you know, the people are supporting to give them the best life ever or whatever. And it's not because, oh, they're dropping into delete me again. And they're, you know, supporting them to give them the best life ever, right? Because that's what, because it's totally out of the wholesomeness out of their heart. And it's not because they get something by giving the fake princess and the fake prince the best life ever, or at least attempting to or trying to. I mean, the whole entire universe was halfway underwater already. Like literally underwater. Like we were like walking through water in the entire universe. And like you're still that dumb where you're like, oh, we're going to give the best life to the fake prince and the fake princess yet again, even though the interdimensionals can walk in and walk into their bodies and walk out, right, to gather their energy back. Okay, so I mean, it's just like you can't call a couple Elissa and Gabe and just like turn them into Elissa and Gabe. Like that's just, you can't do that. Like it's just like your stubbornness and your ego and your negative low IQ. It just leads you to failure year after year after year after year. And you're being confronted with the truth. And you have a fear of being confronted with the truth. And that's not really my problem. But that's something that's why I call Future Earth to help me with that kind of stuff, because that's more their expertise, I'm going to say, at least for now, unfortunately. Okay. And then I was just saying I have the worst. Oh, I was asking John Krasinski if he gets bullied at work, because I've gotten bullied my entire career. And John was like, "Yeah, yes, I definitely get bullied at work." And he was saying how he is not looking forward to the bullying becoming more visceral. That's what he was saying. And I feel like John's like a really like close brother of mine or friend of mine. I know, like, oh my God, her brothers. So, I mean, I think because you guys in the general public always wonder, like, oh, they're celebrities. They have like the best life ever. They have the most perfect life. So that's why I like literally like ask them out loud directly, you know? because you guys are so annoying. If anybody wants to bring me over cigarettes right now, bring me over cigarettes right now. Bring me over cigarettes right now. Why doesn't this thing work? Okay. I just have the worst feeling about 4D dread in the pit of my stomach most of the time. And yesterday, I felt like I was literally punched in the gut, like during the nighttime. It literally felt like I was like literally being completely gut punched. And it's like you guys can't make up your mind if you're gonna like throw me in my void or not, and it's really pissing me the fuck off. Like it's pissing me off so much, and it's also like making you guys very flirtatious, like mind fucking erasing you because like it's driving me nuts. And like Colin Farrell yesterday said, like look at the thing I'm deleting, and it's because it's like I'm the only thing. Again, that's breaking my video game, and we've come so far, and it made me so upset and so depressed. I started like crying like right away. And that's what I mean. Like, you guys say these things that are completely against protocol. There you go. I'm going up to Andromeda right now as soon as I say that kind of shit. Because you're not allowed to say that kind of stuff. See, there's my Andromedan self, like, peeking through. Yes. What do you know? Elissa has an Andromedan suit. Yes, I do. So, and then Colin said to me again, Elissa, what's going on? I'm feeling like this. Like I'm feeling like I'm going like into the nothing. And it's because another lower Colin is trying to delete me. And so it's like going up to the nothing Colin, and the nothing Colin is getting angry. So because you guys already know that I'm God, and you should just peacefully and calmly hand me over to Colin Farrell and stop fighting back. Okay? Yeah, it's just like I have like so much dread about living in 4D for the next however long it takes. And because 4D, if you're into spirituality, you already know this, but if you're not into spirituality, then you're just like, you call it a nightmare. I'm having a nightmare. I'm having nightmares. I'm having night terrors. I just can't seem to get a decent night's sleep because I keep having night terrors. Okay, like that's what like secular people call it. Or they call it, oh my God, like they call it like, avant-garde lifestyle. Oh my God, I'm like such an avant-garde lifestylist, right? And so the rest of us call it hell. Okay, the rest of us literally fucking hate 4D. The rest of us literally fucking hate 4D, and it's like making us literally sick thinking about living through all of this shit. As it becomes literally not see-through but solid in the 3D realm, okay? And that's what I wanted to talk about, the 3D, 4D, 5D overlap. How it's like you guys are like afraid to live out loud in 3D. So it's my Andromedan. So 3D, 4D, and 5D all the way up to 70. And they're saying sometimes 90. It went up quite high in Elissa's world. Started to overlap. And that was because you refused to bifurcate. And we will do everything to support the Queen and to get her home safely. Do you mean Andromeda? I mean whatever home that the Queen desires. So, they're all getting excited for the queen to move to Andromeda. That's how you should be acting right now, Earth, because you have me here on Earth right now. That's how you should be acting right now on Earth. How do you hear how excited Andromeda got? Like, oh my God, the queen can move here. That's how excited Earth should get. Okay. Um. So there's so anyway, we're not looking forward to like all of this nightmare shit becoming completely um solid in the 3D realm as it's like starting to do it like every day. Like my dog bilocated yesterday. Okay, my dog. And then my dog saw himself bilocate. Okay, so I saw my dog bilocate. He was sitting in the front room, sunning himself at the door. And then I walked here, I think, to go to the bathroom. And then my dog, he was like, I'm also over here. And he was sitting here guarding the back door, too. And I was like, fucking shit, dude. And he was solid. And it was a flash of him, okay? But that's how it always starts. It starts with like these flashes, right? And yes, that means it's the beginning of us getting our space eyes, okay? And anyway, I watched VHS all day yesterday. I binged VHS, the franchise, which is a franchise that literally came out of nowhere. And there was some really interesting footage on VHS where it's like, wow, like there they go. They're still like making fun of us. They're still mocking us, right? So I had to give that entire franchise an overlay so that my court can take over that franchise. Sorry to you fake 3D Simsers that think they are important in any way, shape, or manner. Okay, so that franchise is about to have an alien takeover. So yeah, because there's a lot of people. I don't want to talk about it. Because I'm gonna fix it. So the 4D, like living through 4D, we're like, why the fuck do we have to live through this? We're 5D'ers, we're 5D'ers and above. And anyway, it started overlapping in like 2017 and all that stuff, and like 3D, 4D, 5D, it all kind of jumbled up into one, and I shot up to 70 at one point. And last year I was basically in 5D. I want to say 5D to 70, right? With Tom and Brandon or Jason and Ryan, depending on like who you saw. And maybe you saw Alex or something, like depending on like who you saw or whatever. But last year I was kind of repressed last time I was in 5D, and that means because people were not accepting of being interdimensionals and being dead, not dead, and stuff like that. And so Brandon was like a ghost in my house. He was a literal ghost in my house, right? And so was Ryan at times. Ryan was a ghost in my house too sometimes. And so that's what they mean by having like a repressed 5D, because it's repressed to what I know is actually real, that we're interdimensionals and we can walk through walls in a solid body and be sparkly scalar waves at the same time. And so there's light codes being filtered onto the planet as like a shortcut to 5D because of the repression of 5D that we've been living through for the last 7 years, I want to say, for literally 7 years. Because like houses are still solid, right? Like rent is still solid. Like jobs are still solid. Work is still solid, right? You know what I mean? So like all that stuff is like leftover spillage from 3D that we still have to fucking clear because of you fucking simulation sims assholes, okay? So I guess if you want to help us with that, if you can help us with that, please help us with that, okay? And anyway, yeah, because we're like, I don't want to live through like all of the crap. Like, I want to be able to like get out if I need to get out of this like 4D, like seeing like that kind of stuff. Okay, okay, like there's a picture in my mind. Like, I don't want to fucking like see that kind of shit like literally every fucking day, you know? So, I saw light codes being filtered onto the planet. I think that was what Gigi was seeing, and then she lent me her eyes. Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see the light codes being filtered onto the planet? And I said yes, and that's Gigi giving me her downloads back, which is protocol. That is protocol. Okay. Um. So that's what's happening now because we do need that shortcut to 5D to help us through the coming years, days, and months, however long it takes, because you stupid 4Ders won't accept defeat, and all fucking religions are here to serve Atlantean bullshitters, okay? All religions except for the one real religion which supports the one fucking molecule, the princess on earth. Hello, my name's Elissa Janello, and I am the princess on earth. I am the princess on earth. Okay.